Hey everybody, how are you doing? I will be having a guest very shortly here, so I just wanted to start this, and I have a few groups to share this to, so let people know I am live and I'm going to be interviewing my upline, Miss Jenna Zwagil, which is also a founder of Hempworx. So just give us a few seconds here. Just want to share this. Perfect. All right. Awesome. And then when I do see my guest, I will bring her on. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm super excited for this because we've never done this yet. Been working together for almost 4 years now, and this is our first time that we go live. So just give me a second here. Perfect. Awesome. And then I have to write myself notes. I'm excited. How's everybody Thursday going? I know that we're having wonderful weather here, and I'm super pumped up for this because this is going to be kind of a different interview because we do have lots to share. We do have history together, and I think this is super important for people to hear our story. So I'm going to be asking a few different questions here, and I'm just writing down my points. And then when I do see the lady in question, I will add her on. So just give me a second here. All right. So let me see if I do this. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can see her. I still don't see her. So, and I want to say that the lady that I'm bringing on, you may have seen her before. You may have watched what she's done. You may have watched some of her videos. Thank you, Kelly. Beautiful pregnancy glow. I am glowing. I am so pregnant right now. I had my ultrasound this morning. I'm a little bit more advanced than we thought just from a few days, and I'm super excited. But I just had to take a nap. So I do look tired a little bit, and this is going to be my meal this afternoon. So but I'm loving it. I'm super pumped up for this. And this industry, especially this company, is a big reason why I was able to, you know, have another kid. And now we're growing our family, and it's the best thing ever. I'm super excited to be able to do this without any stress, especially the financial part. That's been a big thing. And I've had a hard time before when I had my first son, so this is a totally different game for me. All right, so I see the lady is on. Let me see if I can add her. So I am adding you. And why? Perfect.
Hey, hey.
Oh, we have Jenna on. Hello, Jen. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. How are you doing?
Very, very good today. I am super excited for you to be on Facebook Live with me. We've done videos before, but we never done live. So
I know. Why is that? I mean, I guess because we're always, whenever we are live, it's because we're in person together.
Yeah, I know.
And we always forget to go live when we're together. So I don't know.
That's another thing. I noticed that. I'm like, I was with them in Vegas. I didn't even take pictures the first time you guys brought me there. Well, that was quite a fun night. Fun week anyways. Not for Facebook Live, but yeah, no, created some memories and history, definitely. But yeah, next time I see you face to face, we'll definitely do a live together.
Yes.
We need to.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me. You like, we need to do this more often. I don't know why it's taken this long for us to get our act together, but here we are. So let's get this party
started. I think we're so busy. Like, we're so
Oh.
busy building our empires. And I mean, I know I'm super busy. My inbox never stops. I can't even imagine where you're at. And that's something that I really need to learn from you, because I get overwhelmed with the amount of messages, and I'm like, how does Jenna do it? Like, honestly,
I hire people to do it.
You hire people.
That's
oh, I need to do that too.
You know, just like growing a team. I mean, it's the same way. You're duplicating yourself, but you have to duplicate your personal life too. I mean, I recently, and I don't care if this sounds bougie or whatever, but I hired somebody to put food in my fridge. I hired somebody to walk my dog, to wash my cars. I don't have time for that stuff anymore. So yes, absolutely. Duplicate yourself.
Definitely. You have to delegate and let others help. And that's something that some people have a hard time doing with different personalities. I know for me, I'm like, oh, they can't do it, I'll just do it on my own. But really, you just need to let somebody help you, and then life is going to be a lot more easier. So I'm definitely that way. I need to redo my office floors and this, and I want to hire somebody to do it, because let's face it, we're both entrepreneurs at my house and we're super busy, and we could spend time doing other things instead. So, and we can create jobs for other people. So I like doing that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I tell myself, so I don't feel bad, you know? Like, why don't you wash your own car, Jen? Well, because it doesn't make me money to wash my own car, and somebody needs to have that job because they're paying their bills and I'm just helping the economy. So there we go.
Exactly. So you kind of have to justify yourself when you're doing it. But once you realize and not feel guilt anymore, it's like, why didn't I do this a long time ago?
Right.
Yeah. For sure. Well, I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. I know that it's been crazy hectic, and I won't keep this live too long, but I really wanted to just go and show the world who you are and who I work with, because I've been in this company since day one, and really I haven't really promoted or hyped up an upline because, well, let's face it, you're my third one. So third one's a charm, okay? Yeah. And we've been in this company since, November 2014, and we've seen roller coasters of things happen, and we've seen growth. We've seen failures. I've seen failures. I've failed. But we failed. What is it? Failed to the top, or
we failing forward.
Failing forward. Yeah. Yes, that's what it is. And for people that does not know who I am, or that maybe you haven't seen me live, I am so French. So sometimes my English is like, well, I have a hard time. And we won't go in the comments right now because I get distracted, and we're going to go off point. And I really want to go on the few subjects that I wanted to talk about today. And I'm just going to ask a few questions and then I'll reply in the comments. But thanks for watching, everybody. And I just wanted to say that I will be giving away a bottle of CBD oil for people who likes, comment, and share this video. I just feel like I wanted to give out something, and I like when people see, and there you go, she's taking her drop, showing you how to do it like a pro. We won't talk about how these has helped us because this is not the video for it, and you've been live with a few people lately. I know you touched up on the Hempworx part, really. So I didn't want to replicate what you did with others because I think it's all great interviews everybody should see. So I thought, what is it that me and her can talk about? And really, we do have past together. We do have a founding position that no one else in this company has. So I felt that's super special. So I wanted to come on and congratulate you for hitting the top of the company, first of all. And we're going to talk about how hard that is. But I know when you came in, you had a vision, and we all know what the vision is now, but like, we wanted to talk about that. Did anything change with your vision? Is it still the same when you came in? And I know why you joined this company, but maybe other people here don't know. So maybe if you want to touch up on that, and I know that might touch the second subject because we're going to talk a little bit about your story. So if you want to just share what you feel for the vision, and then I can add up a little bit on that. Totally.
So my vision has completely changed drastically since the day that I joined, November 6, 2014. Okay, we all joined. You and I joined the same day. And I remember we were on the same Facebook, talking to each other. And I'm not going to name our previous uplines. I had an upline too. And honestly, it just became survival of the fittest. We just kind of outlasted everyone. So people are like, how'd you get to the top? I stayed. I stayed and I built and I continue to grow. So my vision's completely changed, you guys. When I joined MDC as an affiliate, Josh and I barely met a few months ago. Like we were just starting to date, and there's no way I could have been his wife from the day I met him, right? There's no way I could have been a CEO or a founder the day that I met him. So of course my vision has changed. My vision back then was to stop being a traditional entrepreneur and to go into the network marketing industry. I wanted to go in with some knowledge of how to actually do it. So I chose Josh to work with, not only because I thought he was cute, but also because he had actually done it before, right? So my vision's changed a lot. Back then, I just wanted to get to the top of the company. I just wanted to grow as a person. I wanted to get to those higher ranks. That's just like everybody else when you join for the first time. Okay, I'm going to get to super affiliate, right? That was my vision. Well, then I hit that vision. I reached my goal. And so it began to change, right? And because of that, now moving forward, I am more helping on the corporate side because I have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's what we got to do. And on that side, we are building infrastructure. We're taking this company to billions. I mean, I honestly believe that we are at the very forefront of a massive wave of momentum that we haven't even hit yet, you guys. People that are experts in the industry have told us that we are in pre-momentum. And if you can believe that, creating seven-figure earners in pre-momentum, it's just we're gonna annihilate it. So my vision is to add more product lines, and not just in the hemp category, but also outside of the hemp category. We decided to be MyDailyChoice because we didn't want to pigeonhole ourselves to one specific brand. Of course, we have one brand that took off, and of course, you guys know it's crazy and it's growing fast, but that's not where we want to stay. Where we want to grow is to diversify holistically as an entire company, you know, into many different product categories and all of that. So that my vision is now more for the company than it is for my personal self. And I think it started as my personal self, and now it's grown to how can I impact the lives of everybody else as well.
Love it. And I think to get to the top, and not just top ranks, but to get to your visions and achieve your goals, you need to have more than your personal vision. You need, like, when I look at other people that has succeeded, in my opinion, they want it for other people around. And I think that's been huge, because I did get started also with, well, me, it was my health. I was looking for products. I was looking for alternative. I was sick and tired of taking medications. I'm a massage therapist. I couldn't practice anymore because I was so sick all the time and in pain. And I couldn't just take another pill anymore. And then somebody reached out to me and they were like, there's deer antler velvet in these sprays. And I was heading out deer hunting. So I'm like, okay, this is a sign. And I do believe in these signs. So I'm like, all right. And then I heard that you were in. I kind of followed you before a few months, so I knew who you were. And you were the kind of girl that I really caught the attention, because when I look at your Facebook, you were saying things that were making me go like, I can't believe she said that, but oh my God, I think the same thing. And I'm like, I told you once, I'm like, I so wish I could be open about who I really am, because where I live, everybody's so, let's say, like anal, and they're so like 5-10 years backed up with technology, with everything. So like even me right now talking about the CBD, which is something I just heard a year ago, and I knew what the cannabis plant was my whole life, but nobody's told me about CBD and the benefits and like why. And we won't get into that because that's a whole other subject. But you had guts, you were sharing your passion and also what you believed in. And as you were transforming, you were sharing that. And I thought, I need to do that, but I needed to step out of my comfort zone. And you taught me a lot about doing that. So I appreciate you for being real and showing that. And I think more companies need that. A lot of people tell us, I like that you guys are modern. You guys are really who you are. Like you said that last night, whoever you meet in person and on Facebook, it's the same. Like, I may not always have makeup in that. I'm just trying to look awake, you know? But you see me doing my lives very natural, some days in my yoga pants, and other times I'm all dolled up. And the same with you. When I get to meet you, I don't feel like you're being fake, right? So that's super important. Yeah. And I do believe the vision will change as you grow different goals and achieve levels in your life, in your business. So that's super important. And then maybe you want to just touch up a little bit about your story. I know we could go on a lot of different subjects there, but is there something specific you'd like to share today about where you come from, or like this whole, you have a whole story with MDC and Hempworx. So just share a little bit about that.
Yeah. So I was a network marketer before I met Josh, and I was the kind of person that could easily earn $2,000 or $3,000 a month. And that was kind of where I stayed. I was an excellent recruiter. I could do sales in my sleep. but I couldn't duplicate. I couldn't team build. I couldn't figure all that part out. I had to learn that as I kind of grew as a person. But my story is that I became sick of the industry. Okay, I was sick of it. I was tired of the people. I was tired of the events. I was tired of wearing a suit and tie. Okay, not really. I was tired of wearing dresses. You get what I'm saying? I was tired of having to put on a show because I felt like that was so much similar to what corporate America was doing. And when I met Josh, I said, hey, listen, you know, I'm out of this industry now because it's not for me. I don't like what I see. It's not worth $2,000 a month, you know? So I'm out of this thing. And he said, it's funny that you should say that because I'm launching my own company and I'm going to do things completely different. And I said, well, now if you do them differently, then maybe I'll come join you. And I'm still here today because he did things differently. So my story is I was a regular network marketer, just like many of you guys that are watching this right now. I didn't have, you know, a special, like, I didn't just get put on in a position. I didn't, you know, I had to work every single day, just like everybody else, up until where I'm at today. My story is much like many of yours. I was, you know, sick, broke, and tired, and tired of being sick and broke. And I was looking for a way out of the trap, you know, of society's trap. I was looking for a way out of the matrix, is what I like to call it. And this company has given me my life back. It's empowered me to become the person that I am now. It's empowered me to step out of not just, you know, my husband's.
Oh, I think she froze. She must be getting a call. Or maybe Vegas. Are you guys seeing her frozen? I'm just checking here. I think we lost her or froze. Let's see if she comes back. Can you guys still hear me? I just want to make sure it's not my internet because I see her. Yes. All right. Okay. So she'll probably come back. I know this happens sometimes when you have calls, and I'm glad I'm not getting, oh, back. She's back. There you go. All right. So let's bring her back. Adding. Perfect. Let me get some.
Sorry, I was just seeing if you guys were actually watching. For some reason.
Oh, you do magic. You disappear and you come back.
You know what? That's why they call me the ninja back in the day.
Yes, I remember the ninja.
Super sneaky. But it's what I was saying was that this business has given me the ability to kind of be my own self. And I love how you say that this is where you got to be yourself. This is where you got to shine in your true nature and your just who you are as a person. And I love that about you. And that's also led us to butting heads also because we're both truth tellers and we both want to tell each other our own truth. And I think that's what's kind of made us a good team in a way, because it's like no BS. Like, this is what needs to happen. This is what we're doing. This is where we're going. And are you in or out? And we both operate that way. And I think that reason has led us both to the amount of success that we have now, for sure.
I agree. And somebody I just saw comment saying that they have all of their uplines are gone. And who to talk to? Well, we've got free trainings from all of the top leaders in the company. And not just that, if you reach out to some of them, I'm sure they're going to help you. And when I had nobody there, because I mean, some months, and it took me a while before I reached out to you also to work with you, Jen, because I thought, is she, like, I was confused. Are you the wife, corporate, upline? And for a while I was working with one person, and sometimes who you follow can be toxic too. I noticed that, and I don't want to go back and talk bad about other people. We all need to grow. But I did follow certain leaders at the beginning where I felt I was being led blindly, and we had no vision. We really didn't have a blueprint. And then I started following another leader that I saw she was crushing it, and I started to duplicate that. She wasn't on my team. I was not making any money. And they kind of, the right leadership will take you under their wing. They usually offer free things, content or trainings. And if you just reach out and ask, I doubt they will close the door on you. So there's always people to help. Make friends with people in the company that you feel you click with, and copy what they're doing. And that's one thing I want to bring on before we go on the other subject, is I tried to reinvent the wheel so much, guys, because when we got started, we had nothing. We had the system, and we had
3 sprays.
We did. We had 3 sprays, and I'm not saying I don't feel the first leaders really built it, but I felt they were placed there and a business was built underneath them, and they hit ranks without the experience of actually building it. And then I was trying to figure out what they were doing, and I'm brand new to this industry. I'm 5 years in this industry, so I still see myself as a beginner. I'm French. Internet was brand new to me. So I did my website, I did trainings, I did so many different things, and I was trying things, and really I wasn't doing the right productive work. So if you're looking today and you're struggling and you're wondering why you're not, maybe you're doing the unproductive things. It's great to do, but you should only do a little percentage. And Celie talked about that last night on the production. That training last night really hit me hard, because I feel that I'm one of the leaders that hit the high ranks too fast for my growth. I feel like I got there and it was like, oh my God, like what the heck do I do now? And it's true. And it's like, I went from 3 people on my team to thousands, and then everybody from other teams was reaching out and what do you do and asking for help. And I kind of hit a wall. And I needed to grow myself. I needed to put my ego aside. And I think that's where we butted head too, because you did tell me that I wasn't my potential that you could see me be. And I was also focusing on all the wrong things and listening to maybe negative Nancy's that was getting in my head. So if you're growing into a leader, make sure that who you follow, who you spend your time with, and what you do daily is productive. So I just thought I'd bring that in, because I do realize now, and I've never seen leadership like we have seen in the Matrix training in the last few weeks. And that's exactly what the company and leaders like myself that grew too fast needed. So now I feel I've got, if somebody asks me about a certain topic, well, here's this training. I'm actually learning this so we can all do it together.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate you doing that. And I don't think lots of companies do that. And
well,
that's free.
What's interesting about our relationship is we both met each other in the middle of chaos. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Like I'm not the same mentor that I was back then. I wasn't a mentor back then at all. I was just an affiliate that was trying to figure it out. And personal growth, like you have to lead yourself before you can lead other people. And there were times where I didn't feel I could lead, so I chose not to, because otherwise it would have turned into the blind leading the blind. And sometimes you have to get right with yourself before you can go and impact somebody else's life. Otherwise you may be steering them completely off of a cliff and not even realizing it. And to your defense, I know you're like, maybe I was listening to negative Nancy's, but in your defense, it's because you have a heart for your affiliates. I mean, you are their mother hen and you listen to them. And sometimes it's hard to protect your own energy because you feel what they're feeling. As an empath, you feel what they're feeling, and you want to fix all their problems. You want to take their pain away. You want to help them be successful tomorrow. And that's not always available to them because they have to go through their personal growth too. They have to go through their business growth too. And you don't need an upline to succeed. And I've been the proponent of telling you this time and time again, because, well, what happened with us? My upline and your upline both took off, right? At the same time.
Yep.
It happens in this business. So that doesn't mean you close up shop and you go, well, I don't have an upline, so I'm screwed. That's it. No, because you are your own upline. And if you want to create lasting change in other people, you have to become the upline that you wish that you had. Right?
I agree.
So
I agree.
And you got to think about, you're either the one that's selling the vision or you're being sold their vision, right?
True.
And I think for you, you came into a place where you're like, I'm done buying their excuses, and now I'm going to do this for me. And if they want to follow, awesome. And if they don't, awesome, because everybody's on their own path, right? So
exactly.
Don't beat yourself up over that. Like, we all go through that.
No. And I want to say one other thing on this subject, because what was changed in the last 6 months, I feel, as the company has got it together. Because a brand new company, when you get started, you're going to have shipping issues. You're going to have trial and errors. It's like a brick and mortar. They tell you 5 years, 3 to 5 years. Yeah. And we did see lots of stuff happening, customer service. And that was the thing that I'm like, I'm used to doing customer service. I'm used to serving people. So people came to me, and now I got to say, I've been having like amazing reviews. No complaints at all about shipping for like months. So I'm like, oh my God. And I feel the company grew so much, and I want to say good job, because I know you guys are working hard behind the scene, and it's hard because you went from doubling for a whole year, like every month the numbers were doubling, and it's just crazy. The staff you guys added and all the things that you incorporated and the back office changes to help us have it easier and better. So big kudos. But you guys up and make it better. So that's huge in a business, and the affiliates and customers love seeing that, and that's a big part of what I'm so excited about, because it's hard when you go online and then you got like 10 messages and it's like, oh, and you want excited people, and that's what it is lately, and I'm super excited for that. The other point wanted to talk is, what does it take? What does it take to handle this? Like, I know we handle things a little bit differently. Everybody has their own way, but to be able to sustain long-term success, because reaching success is easy. Like you said, at the beginning, I was in the top 10. I hit like, I don't know, 2 months. I was like making great money, and then boom, hit a wall. Wasn't binary qualified for months, and I never ranked for 2 years. So for me, it was a very slow success. But what does it take for people that are just getting started, for them to be able to see the end, or to not the end, but to keep it up and grow?
Yeah, I mean, and that's a really, really great question, because it's something that I get asked all of the time. How did you get there? What did you do? And I like that you said there were months where I didn't rank advanced. There were, you guys, I hit 49,000 in sales my first month, and then that was a 25K affiliate because I missed the 50K mark by 1,000 points. And then I was a 50K affiliate after that for a couple of years, right? I didn't hit super affiliate overnight, because your personal growth always reflects your business growth. And what it takes to get there is to ruthlessly not just critique yourself, but always be editing yourself. Like people that say, well, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But I happen to think that that's a lazy way of operating, because in my mind, there's always room for improvement. And I think that's been kind of our motto ever since. There is a million things we could do to improve our business, right? There's a million things we can do to improve ourselves. And as long as you have the mindset of what's next, how do I fix something else? How do I make something else better? And also having that servant heart, that servant mindset. Like, it's not just me getting to super affiliate. If I want to get to super affiliate, then how many other 100Ks do I need on my team? What are the goals of my team? What do they want in their life? What is on their vision board? What is their why? Because if I don't know those things about them, I can't mentor them. I can't help them get anywhere, because they don't even know where they're going or why. And so I think what it takes to reach the top is you got to fix yourself first before anyone's going to listen to you. You have to exhibit the person that you are. And it has to be in alignment with what you're preaching, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is to take the focus off of your own self goals and dive into how can you pull somebody up out of where you've been. Because if you're a 5K now, well, then you can mentor an executive, right? If you're a 10K, then you can teach a 5K, and so on. And as long as you have that, I'm continuing to build my foundation. I'm going to put deposits in my team so that one day I can take that withdrawal. That's what it takes to get to the top. And now there are certain relationships that have to be put on hold sometimes. Sometimes you have to pause them because either they're not ready or you're not ready. And that happened with us. I mean, we got to a point where it was like, we're going to pause for a minute, and we're going to reevaluate because your growth is not in alignment with my growth, and vice versa. And sometimes you have to go back to the drawing board. You got to start from scratch. And when something's not working, you have to look inward at yourself, because if you want to have your team succeed, then you have to be the leader by example first. And that was the toughest thing for me to learn, is because I had all of this figured out on theory. But when I actually had to implement it myself, it was a whole different ballgame. It was completely different. So I think those are the basic principles on how to get to the top of anything in your life in general. And also to take a look at your daily habits. What are you doing every single day? What is your daily method of operation? We have people that go from job to entrepreneur and they go, what do I do? And I think as uplines or as sponsors or, you know, leading affiliates in this industry, it's important for us to hold our team accountable and say, you're not rank advancing because you're not talking to anybody. I mean, how many people a day are you talking to that is new? How are you exposing your business? How are you growing your business? I'm sorry, I'm back. But you guys, my phone rings all the time, and every time it rings, it cuts me off. But anyway.
It's okay.
Yeah, so
that was just a second. Yeah.
That's what I think it takes to get to the top. And of course, it may be different for everybody. You have to see what works for you, but that's what I did to make it work for me.
I agree. I remember when you sent me the audio, Money and the Law of Attraction. You're like, you need to listen to this. And that was when one of the big markets that we're supposed to go in all fell apart. And I worked like a whole year on that. And sometimes you have to focus. And one tip, if you're doing things, don't just focus on one big fish or one person. Always keep things going. Because for a whole year, I focused on India. Remember that time, Jen?
Yeah.
I stayed 6 months up every night. I was going to bed at 8 in the morning to be able to stay up at night. We built, and then the laws changed there, and laws in different countries will change all the time in this industry now, especially with the industry that we're in. So don't only stay stuck on one, always grow, find more people. And when that happened, I was like, man, I got to start over again. And I wasn't sure. And I got in a very difficult place where I was even thinking of taking my pills again. And I was in a rough patch and started having panic attacks. And then you sent me that, and I kind of had an emotional release. And I do nature. I do lots of nature to help me. That's my meditation. That's been my go-to, and it helped me a lot. And then I started self-development. I did books before, but because I'm French and dyslexic, I read a page like 5 times and I still don't get it. So audiobooks for me was like, oh, this works. And I can do this like whenever I drive, when I cook, or anything I do. So that was the book for me. So Money and the Law of Attraction. If you are wanting to work on yourself, I strongly suggest that. I know you suggest a lot of other books, but that was the big one for me. And you always have to develop yourself. It doesn't matter if you've been a leader or 6, 7, 8-figure earner, and I see them, they're still growing, they're still learning, and that's something that you always will have to keep doing. So grow yourself into a happier, healthier, wealthier you. The next subject is why MDC right now? Why Hempworx? And I think that most people already know why, but if you want to touch up on a few points for anybody looking at this industry right now, or company, why should they be on our team or be a customer of ours right now?
Right now? Well,
right now.
Kind of like
end of month.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, I told people a year ago that this was going to happen, right? I said, hey, we're going to go into this market. We're going to go into this product line, and this is what's going to happen. We're going to crush it. And we are still here a year later, still growing, still doubling, still increasing 30 to 50% every month. You still have a major opportunity, especially in Canada, okay? Especially in Canada. Because what happens October 17th?
Tell us.
Things become legal there, right? You guys finally get your access, right? And that's going to be the trend for the rest of the world. You guys, we are at the forefront of ending prohibition worldwide. And I don't think you guys understand that you have an amazing brand opportunity here to not only brand yourself, but to get at the forefront of what I call the green rush, which is very similar to the gold rush that we had, way back in the day. So we do have this opportunity still. You guys still have time to get your fishing lines out into the water, for instance. You have time to prepare for the next momentum. That's why Josh always talks about the 5 pillars, right? The people, I don't even know them all, but the people, the culture, the
pay plan,
the compensation plan, right? All of these things come together that creates our business. And I think behind it all, and not to toot my own horn exactly, but you're not going to find owners like us out there. You're just not. You're not going to find owners that have affiliate experience, that have affiliates in mind. And I always tell people our comp plan is rigged for the affiliate, not for the owners. We are not just outside owners looking to make money. We are affiliates at heart that decided to go into corporate because we thought corporate was doing it wrong everywhere else. So The time is now. The time is now, and it's never been a hotter time to join this business than right now. And if you are a pre-enrollee, if you took a free tour, now's the time to lock in your position. Especially today. Today's Thursday. Today's the cutoff. You have the opportunity to take yourself from wherever you are in your life, as you are. Maybe you're not making any money. Maybe you have a negative bank account. Maybe you can't put food on the table, or maybe whatever your situation is, this business can fit into your world right now. I mean, Sonia, you're a living example of that. Yes, you are always hustling. You are a businesswoman through and through, but you're also enjoying your life. You're growing your family. You're doing the things you love. And because you're leading by example and showing people, I can have my cake and eat it too, that gives us inspiration for ourselves to be able to take a look at our lives and decide, maybe this is something that I can do too. So why MDC? Because you're not going to get this anywhere else. You're not going to get this leadership anywhere else. You're not going to get the products, the pay plan, and the growth-minded vision, honestly, anywhere else. Because we're not stopping until we reach $1 billion. And I mean, the big wigs in the industry right now, in and out of the industry, are telling us our business is worth that already. So
I have no doubt.
Sitting on the fence, get off the fence. Because you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it, because I don't know if there's going to be another time in our lifetime where we can be at the forefront of not just the cannabis movement, but revolutionizing the MLM industry as a whole.
Love it. And I just want to say, I know my inbox is going to blow up with Canadians after. I have no updates. So no need to ask me. This week, it's been crazy. Yesterday, I had a spa day, which I couldn't do before. And now, thanks to this amazing opportunity, I do things like that. And I had so many messages, and I'm like, I don't know. So just wanted to bring that up on there. No sense messaging me. I won't give you more secrets in that. And when it's time, they will share more.
And I will let you guys know briefly about that really quick, just so you have something, okay? The reason we don't put a lot of information out there is because what happens, it ends up on the news. So we don't have to, we don't put it out there right now. Just like our president here says, no, I'm not going to tell you my war strategy because I don't want my enemies to hear. Same reason for us, okay? We're trying to protect the house as well as your future income and your future business there in Canada. I can tell you this, that things are looking really good. And if you guys can be patient, and if you can have the faith, and if you have the ability to not quit on us or yourself, then you have a very, very real opportunity to make an insane amount of income here. You have a real ability to change a mass amount of lives as well.
And I do want to give some, like, I won't say names, but I do have affiliates here in Canada that hasn't stopped. They've stayed very positive, and they're now looking into US and different countries that we are into. You can grow your business. And I did this for 2 years. I did not want a Canada team until I reached the level of success. I did not want people here just because I didn't feel confident enough. And I felt I brought a few companies before, they won't join me. So I needed to build that success. And even now, I don't try to recruit or promote here, but people find me. And they don't find me because of the money I make every month. I don't tell them that because they wouldn't believe it, first of all, but they follow me because of the, 6-7 vacations. I went Halifax, Edmonton, Vegas, Florida, Jamaica, Quebec for a fishing trip with their friends, and Vegas again. So that's in 6-7 months. It's crazy. And I always loved traveling, but I was limited with the work I did before and with the income I had before. So now I can and I don't even use my credit card anymore to pay things. I'm like, my debit card's there. And it's amazing when you don't have the stress, and people can feel that because you can work on yourself more. So it is about the money, yes, but it is not only about the money. When you reach that level, you're like, oh, I can do a lot more with my life, and I can help a lot more people. And I think that's super important as a message for people looking at this industry like, oh, they're just trying to get me to buy products. No, I'm trying to help you. If there's something in your life I feel you could be helped with, whether it's with the oil or sprays, or maybe it is the income part. Maybe you hate your job and you keep doing that. So we want to help you. And when you're ready, the timing needs to be right too. You need to be in that place in your mind and be ready to uncoach yourself from what you've been brainwashed by society. And that's the thing. When October 17 hits, my birthday's the next day, so happy birthday to me. I'm going to be a lot more open about cannabis and CBD, because I feel like it's a stigma. Is that the right word? I feel right now, because I'm Canadian, I haven't been able to really share and really explain that, because I don't want people to say, well, it's illegal and all of that. Wait till then I'll educate you guys on it, you know? And I feel we've got proof of what the products has done for us with hundreds of thousands of people. So we're documented, baby. And I love that.
Yep, for sure.
The last thing, Jenna, what I didn't write it down. Do you have the last point
Yes.
that I had?
What led to the most growth in business and in personal life? Yes. Okay, I love this question. I recently went to a network marketing event, and this is what they said. They said, step 1, share your products. Step 2, share your opportunity. Step 3, optional personal development. Now, what led my biggest business growth is I reversed those, okay? I said personal development is number 1, first of all. First and foremost, you got to clean your own house before you have guests over. Okay, I can't share my opportunity or my product if I'm not in alignment, right? We've already talked about this, but what led me to my biggest business growth and personal growth is by focusing on the things that I needed to change about myself so that I could inspire other people, because I knew that if I'm in a dark hole, I can't teach other people to get out of their dark hole. I had to see the light first so that I could pull them out. And that is what this business is all about. That is why I love this industry, because we have the ability to reach out and help somebody. And I mean, that's basically it. I mean, that is it. And it sounds way simple, but you know, if you go to any event, what do they tell you? Keep it simple, right? And that is it. So if I can do it, you guys, and I was previously diagnosed bipolar and dysfunctional, and I lost custody of my younger son, and my life has been far from perfect. So if I can do it and I can turn myself around, then I know you can do it too. And you have to just believe in that in yourself. And once you have that belief in yourself, you become undeniably unstoppable. And that is what it takes to light the way for everybody else. And that's what it's all about.
Love it. And I like how you said, keep it super simple, because a lot of times people, when my friends looked at me, they were like, I can't go live. I can't go do a presentation in front of all these people. I can't explain everything that's in that spray. I can't, like, even the comp plan. I remember you were like, I don't know. I don't really know the comp plan. And I'm like, girl, you're like ranked up. And it's true. You don't need to know everything, because we've got the system there for you. If you want to learn the comp plan, we've got videos, we've got PDF, the products, all of it is there. We just got a point. And that's one thing I didn't use at the beginning, is the system. And now it's like so easy, because, all right, just take a free tour. And I do encourage you, anybody from my team watching right now, we do have a promotion in August. We're giving away $300 cash to one pre-enrollee of our team. So, and that ends tomorrow night. You can take that money, go to the spa. You can bring your wife, your husband out to lunch. You can join our team. You can do what you want with that money. So if you haven't, and if you're watching this right now, take the free tour. It's going to take a few minutes out of your day, do a little bit of research, and at least you will have done your due diligence. Because don't take it from me, don't take it from her, take it from what the company has created for you to do your research with. And you see what it's done for us. I mean, if I won't get into my issues, because I've had lots of medical issues in that, but this has been life-changing. I say health first and wealth. And how I worked, I keep saying happy, healthy, wealthy. There's a reason for that. I worked on me, on my happiness. Then I worked on my health. And when I had these covered, then I was able to work on my wealth. And now that I've got these, I can show other people how to do it. And we've got the tools and we've got everything there for you. But you need your willingness, you need to want it, and you need to be consistent. And if you do what we're teaching you to do, you should be seeing some results. Because, I mean, we've got people that has never done this that have been seeing getting huge results, maybe not even in ranks, but just coming in and getting sales and customers. And we have a wholesale option for the States right now. That is huge. And that's when brick and mortar people come in and they don't really know anything about MLM. They might not want to do this, but we help them set them up and they make huge amount of money. just because they're carrying your product line there, and everything's done for them. It's all online if they want to. So I think we've got a lot of different areas for this company to approach everybody, not just network marketers. So if you're thinking, have a look, take a tour, try the products. You know, most people on my team, I focused a lot on customers. They were product users first, and then they pay $20 to upgrade and have a business in a box, and then they can refer. And if you don't want to, if you're a customer, you can refer and get free products. So that's another good incentive that we have for customers or affiliate.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how long we've been on, but I know we've covered the subjects, and I do appreciate you. Is there anything else you want to close out with, Jenna, before we go? And again, thank you for taking time for hopping on this live today. It means a lot to me.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. You guys, Sonia's 500K affiliate, and if you haven't reached out to her yet, reach out to her. Her inbox might be full, so reach out to her team or anybody that's sharing this video. Get back to them, because they will have the information. They will be able to have you take that free tour that we're talking about. Make sure you watch that video in its entirety, and also take a look at the left-hand side where it says genealogy. Your team is going to be starting to build with or without you. All you do is put your email address, and you watch the joint efforts of your team start to grow. And I don't know anywhere else in the industry that has the ability to do that. So thank you guys for all hopping on. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you again, Sonia. And I think that's a wrap. We'll see you guys on our next video.
It is. Thank you very much, and hope to see all of you guys in Vegas and more. And Jenna, have a beautiful day. Today was payday. If you guys been paid today, drop an emoji in the comments. And if you haven't, still drop an emoji, because it means you will. Because if you want to, you definitely can. Thank you. Love you all, guys. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.